Mark Twain is one of the greatest American writers of all time.
Well, he's dead, so he's not that smart now.
Compared to...
And his name wasn't actually Mark Twain.
I don't know. Stephen King?
Stephen King's
That's
written
also
more
not
than
his name,
Mark
so-
Twain.
Yeah.
That's not Stephen King's name?
wins.
No, he went under. It's a nom de plume. He was Richard Bachman before that.
Really? I thought Richard Bachman was his
Pseudonym.
I mean, Stephen King.
Pen
Wait,
name.
I looked up a book recently I read when I was in middle school that I really liked, and I was like, I wonder whatever happened to that guy. I looked up the author. Utterly depressed, married a Taiwanese child.
Nice.
And then died in Thailand like 3 months ago.
It was Goodnight Moon.
Hey guys, welcome to Open Book,
Oh, man.
our new Q&A show
Boring.
where
I
we're
know
answering
exactly.
your questions about all of America's greatest literature. Hey, Hemingway,
One of them
he
has
has
to be
run-on sentences.
I like J.K. Rowling.
She's richer than the Queen!
Hey, our first question this week comes from Dr. Neyman. If each of you had to give Hitler a compliment, what would it be and why?
I'd be like, hey, nice mustache.
Trendsetter.
Yeah, that's good.
but he kind of ruled it out for everybody. Nobody can have that mustache ever again.
Yep, absolutely.
So that's
Chaplin
kind of
did
shitty.
it.
Good job.
Chaplin did it. Chaplin did it.
That was pre.
Yeah.
No,
but
but then he did it again after Hitler as a commentary on Hitler.
Right.
There's no debating this point. The Nazis had style. Those SS uniforms
They look good.
look great.
They look great.
And everyone looked great just doing those horrible actions.
we got Hugo Boss out of Hitler. We got Volkswagen.
Preach
Yep.
it.
Yeah.
IBM.
Thank you!
That's what I'm talking about.
All of you have been confirmed to be a Joker in the next DC Cinematic Universe. What kind of Joker would each of you be?
Wow, that's a tough question.
Kind of Joker?
What kind of Joker?
There's
I'd
different
be-
kinds.
I'd be exactly who I am on camera. Just kind of quiet, normal, but a wild card. I can fly off the handle at any time.
I'd be a Joker like that's actually on a playing card, so I'd have like the balls and stuff,
Oh, yeah,
and I'd
like
have
a jester.
that.
A
Yeah, I'd
jester,
have,
yeah.
basically my feet would be curled at the end, and I'd have a scepter, and I'd go Batman. But he'd always find me because I'd try and run away, but he'd just listen
Jingle,
to the
jingle,
jingling.
jingle. Yeah. Oh, man. I think we need to go more modern and more dark. We need to embrace this new level Daredevil. So Joker's just a normal, everyday businessman, but he owns a joke shop. So he has the nickname, the Joker.
I'd either be old Michael Caine Alfred becomes the Joker. So he goes, I'm the Joker. Or Steve Urkel Joker hybrid. So he'd be like, did I do? Ha!
Oh, nice. Wow, that was 2 impressions
And
in
it's
one.
both timely.
Wait, can you answer this one? Because I don't have an answer for this.
Jock Joker,
Nice.
Oh, man, that's really
the Joker.
good.
What music does he work out to?
Space Jam.
I would be this really kind of skinny, like emo dude with this slick back green hair. He'd have a tattoo on his hand, so when he do this, it looks like a big giant smiley face.
Oh
It says
my
damaged on his face. It says ha 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 on his chest. It says Joker on his stomach. And he loves another woman, and he tries to help her. And yeah, and then he loves another woman. Her name's Harley Quinn, and they like fall in love. And he's a crime boss.
Are you played by Shia LaBeouf?
Yes.
I'm in. Jean-Luc, pick a card.
Nice.
What's your best party trick? If you have one, that is. Whoa, look at that. Can you fold it both? Can you do double folds, though?
Do the trifold.
I can only do this.
Put a cherry stem in there.
What?
Whoa!
Yeah, you see that?
Come over here, buddy. Have a drink with us.
I can accurately describe the plot of any Star Trek The Next Generation episode by only watching the pre-intro sequence.
Oh, that's cool.
That's pretty
It's
cool.
a shitty party, but cool.
So yeah, that one where they're playing poker, I know exactly which one it is, and there's like 3 of them.
So at this party, everyone's having a great time, but Lawrence is over by the TV shouting at people.
That's
saying,
the time loop one.
So like impressions, of course, but then I can also do the popping sound with all my fingers.
Is that a party trick?
And Rule 34 is done.
Okay,
I can rip off my index finger.
do it.
Adam, you can't look though.
It seems a little
I want to
grotesque.
see it.
Ready?
Yeah. Oh my gosh! That looks like it hurts so much.
Hold on there.
Is it safe to look?
Now I gotta put it back on.
Can I look now?
Oh wow!
Is it
Look at
back?
that.
How'd he do that?
I don't
See
know.
that?
That looked like it hurt.
Ah.
It didn't hurt.
No, I'm used to it by now because I go to so many parties. I'm popular.
I'm really good at getting out of any conversation.
All right. So let's say somebody walks up and talks to you about how much they love Suicide Squad's The Joker. Hey, Adam, have you seen Suicide Squad? I
Hey,
heard.
is that the bathroom?
and
then I go.
Nice, cool.
Nice. That's
Yeah.
really good. All right, Matt Pink's got a good one. I know it. What do you got?
I'll go with most of the time I can figure out how to open a beer without an opener.
Can we show an
Yeah, hold
example?
on, let me
Do we have an example?
oh yeah, we got some in the fridge. So we're all at the party.
Yeah, we're
Lawrence
hanging
is
out.
watching Star Trek.
Yeah.
Elise is doing stuff with her hands.
Yeah, okay.
I'm running from people.
Yep.
I got a beer.
There you go.
Okay.
All right. And
Hey,
then-
You don't have
bro,
you don't have
can
an
you
opener?
open this beer
No,
for me?
I don't have an opener, man. I'm sorry.
Is that a beer?
Does anyone have a lighter?
That's not a party trick.
I have matches.
No, matches won't work.
Burn it open.
Sweet party. Thanks for inviting me. I'm gonna go to the Lawrence side and watch Star Trek because it's somehow more interesting.
This is the one where Riker gets hit by a plant and
Oh.
it's a flashback episode, but it's got a good framing device. All right, Cure Tap writes in, you are magically granted an opportunity to do over any event in your life. What life event do you choose, and what do you do differently this time around? I think I spilled wax on my prom outfit, except it was a rental.
How many do you have of these?
Why did he say outfit though?
It wasn't
Was
a
it
suit.
not a tux?
It wasn't a tux.
What was it?
It was kind of a purple crushed velvet sort of flowing
So
gown.
are you going to say that you wish you hadn't spilled it, or you wish you picked a tux?
Well, I wish I hadn't spilled it. Because I felt really bad about that. Because I didn't get it cleaned, I just took it back. And I imagine getting wax out of velvet's hard to do. So sorry.
I have a really good one.
that?
I used to be in a bunch of bands in high school and college, and the very last gig I played as a band,
Yeah.
I think there was a singer in that band. We got up, we were playing. There were like literally 10 people in a club that could have held 300, and as soon as we started playing, our guitarist strummed, his amp went out, and all of us were staring at him. And he literally went like this. He put his guitar up and he said, "I'm done." Guitar down, walked off the stage.
Oh, cool.
And that was the end of the last gig I've ever played
That's rock and roll, though.
as a band. So my do-over would be when he says, "I'm done," I'd pick up his guitar, know how to play guitar really well
Oh.
and sing, and then rock out to the latest Fall Out Boy song.
That's awesome.
Cool.
Mine would be summer of '77. It was the Great Charlotte Bowl-Offs, and I was there, the bowling tournament in Charlotte, North Carolina. They happen every year, and
Weren't you born in like
I had made it to the
1984?
finals of the tournament, and at the time I was dating Cindy Perkinson, and she, we were pretty hot and heavy. I was bowling a perfect game, right? And I only had to get a couple more strikes, and so then I got 2, and then the last one, she came over and she gave me a kiss, and she said, "Don't screw this up." And I said, "Anything for you, Cindy." And then so I did it, but it just came out wrong. And then I only got 9 of them. Missed the perfect score. Look, Cindy's already up on Bobby Jogginson, and now I'm here with my head in my hands, and I never recovered really. I like bowling.
I love bowling.
Bowling's great.
Would anyone like to go bowling this weekend?
I'd like
I'll
to
go
go bowling.
You're all invited.
Yeah.
Everyone who's interested in bowling, we can go bowling this weekend. First game's
chance
on
to
me.
do it
Lawrence,
all
what are you
right.
gonna do?
Huh?
You gonna go bowling?
Let's just say James isn't the only one with a past in bowling.
When I was in high school, I was doing night classes at the local college to try to get through high school quicker because I hated it so much.
Yeah.
And I first started learning how to drive, and there was a part where it was heavy traffic, and I was flipping out because the car behind me was honking, and I didn't know what to do because it was never-ending traffic. So I just closed my eyes and I went and I hit somebody. It was the first car accident I ever got into. That whole night I could not sleep, and I played through most of Max Payne to kind of like deal with the pain before going to school. I wish I would have finished all of Max Payne.
Oh, okay.
Can I just say how great it is that all of our stories involve things that are less cool than what we're doing now? How depressing would it be if the thing we wanted to do over was the moment to shine?
I was in a fucking rock band, Lawrence. I don't know about you. I was
Yeah.
singing in a rock band.
Yeah,
I was in
Bruce
a-
has
I could have
definitely
been.
fallen from
I could
grace.
have been popular. Elise, next question.
Trevman13 wants to know, 13. You are in charge of coming up with new Rooster Teeth inspired Lay's flavors. Ooh, chips. What are the flavors for Rooster Teeth and the Let's Play community?
Mine would be Lay's Black and Miles.
Oh,
So it's a Miles flavored
What's
Lay's
the black?
chip. What?
what's the black part?
It's black pepper. So it's like spicy peppers and then not as spicy peppers, so you can determine how much spice you want to get in each chip.
I was gonna say mine would be Bernie Burned. And so they'd be like a charbroiled.
Oh, nice. That's good.
Charbroiled lays that
Burnt to perfection.
burnt to
Yeah.
perfection, like a well done
Carbon
hamburger.
is just black.
I want to do Matt's Brats, where Matt, at the end of every year, determines what kids are naughty and who are nice, and then we get to turn those children into chips.
I was waiting for it to come back into the chips. thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really good. I like
And
that.
eat Matt's Brats.
Got him.
Lawrence.
Mine's not a pun or an alliteration, and I apologize about that.
That's okay.
But I would come up with a flavor for the Let's Play community. All of those wonderful little bastards. So you know when you leave a sponge in the sink too long, and you don't wring it out and put it up on the side of the sink like a civilized human being?
Yes.
It gets really mildewy and weird. The chip would taste like your hand smells after you. No, it's not good. Because you motherfuckers.
What's the name of your flavor?
Fuck you.
Mine will be Greg Miller Lights. So they're chips that are dipped
nice.
in Miller Lite.
Ew. Are they still wet when you eat them?
Of course.
God.
Greg Miller, inspired.
Just a sack of light beer and chips.
There could have also been people like grape chips.
You just say rape chips?
Oh, Gavin's rape chips.
No, I didn't say that.
No, because it's his shirt. Yeah,
No, I didn't say
It's
that.
the grape chips.
Rooster
Gavin's
Teeth
grape
spent a
chips.
lot of money covering that up, Adam. Let's not bring it up again.
Matt Peak, last question.
Johnny Hendo, would you a snowman/woman/person?
Boy, that's a real complicated scenario. Because while you're fucking them, you're killing them.
That goes for every person I have sex with.
You put it in your nose, right? And you go to school, and you're like, whoa, everybody, I gotta sneeze so bad. And then and then blow up the entire school. Good prank.
What about? But you would die.
Gotcha.
You would die though.
I was gonna say put a tack on someone's seat, but
That's disgusting.
by comparison now, it just seems too dark.